Hello friends! As you may know, we make a lot of delicious recipes like curries, snacks, and today we're making this recipe called
Maravilli.
It's called rooted cassava because we're pulling it off the ground. Because many villagers from village countries such as Sri Lanka, Jamaica, Africa, which is inside a continent, they like to make it because it's easy and it's really healthy to make. They pull it off the ground and there are varieties to make this cassava. Example, cassava chips, cassava curry, and mashed cassava.
Yeah, and before you make this recipe, remember to not mix the ginger and the cassava because it might give you a weird reaction in your stomach.
Or unexpected side effects. So now, before the video starts and we go into the cooking, make sure to subscribe and leave your comments. We'll be happy to...
And like.
Yes, and like.
She's out for miles.
As the main ingredient, we have 2 cassavas that was rooted before and now we took it out. So look at this, guys. The steps we are going to do is we're going to cut these into little pieces and then we're going to remove 2 layers of skin for each of them and then boil it.
And when you're picking the cassava, it has to be like a white cassava inside because that means it's good. But if it's yellow, it's like not really good. And we picked big cassavas, but there are also small ones, but we chose to do the big ones.
The sizes can be a variety, but we chose this one. So now, you see how simple this is, Priya?
Yeah.
So now let's go on to the next step.
So you can see that we cut the 2 cassava pieces into 2 cassavas into pieces, and you can see that this is white. So when it's white, it means it's really good, and you can see that the second layer is pink. So there's 2 layers, one has to be brown and one has to be pink. So when the second layer is pink, it means the cassava is fresh. So now let's get into peeling the skin. So now we're going to peel the skin, but first you should tap on it so it'll be more easier to actually peel the skin. Okay, now let's go into peeling the skin. Now we're going to start peeling the skin. So you should use a knife and it'll be more easier. Okay, so take it off and now do it again and you can see that the second layer of skin is pink.
Also, make sure that you have adult supervision because be careful while you're using the knife.
So you can see that we took off the skin, and remember when you're cooking it, you should always take out the skin, and you can see that there's 2 layers of skin. So one is brown and one is pink. So there's 2 layers, and remember to take it off before you start boiling it. So now let's start boiling it, and if you want to remove the skin easily, soak it in cold water for 50 minutes.
That's a good idea.
So now let's go into the next step. Now we peel the skin off and wash it properly 2 times. Now we're going to add it into the pot and let it boil, but we're going to add the cassava first. Okay, so we're done adding it. Now add 750 milliliters of water. So when you're adding the 750 milliliters of water, it needs to be like a ½ inch on top of the cassava. So now we're gonna add salt, which is... Now you should add the salt. Now start mixing it properly so the salt comes together with the water and the cassava. So it's been boiling for about 10 minutes. So now we're going to let it boil and continue for about 5 to 6 minutes. So now let's let it continue. Now it's been boiling properly for about 20 minutes. So now I'm going to show you. So you can see that it's been boiling properly and it's soft and you can see that it's boiled. So now let's take it out and it's ready. Now it's been 20 minutes, so now let's take it out. So we're finally finished and we have 3 sections on this plate. So we're gonna put the cassavas right over here.
Keep in note, guys, that this is really healthy and you can eat this for breakfast. It won't have any side effects, but make sure you don't eat this with ginger.
Now we're gonna add the chili chutney.
Also, if you want to make this chili chutney, I'll add a link to this video in the description or comment section below. Stay tuned for it. We made 3 varieties of chutney, just like one of these guys, and you can try it out as well.
So now we're gonna add grated coconut, which is fresh, and we mixed it with cane sugar. So now add it on that place on the plate. So you can see that we have spicy and sweet that we can eat the cassava with.
This recipe is completely finished and look how delicious it is. It has 2 flavors of it, so enjoy the view.
And this is sweet and this is spicy, so you guys can choose. Thank you for watching.
We hope you enjoyed this recipe and try it.
So we'll see you in the next video.
Until then, bye!